experience. I'm a state certified driving instructor. I teach adults and teens. The first thing you want to do is make sure you're in the car securely. You put on your seatbelt. Lock the doors. In this case, we have electric locks. Next, you want to frame the rear window in your mirror. So you want to look straight ahead and put both hands up. You won't break the mirror. Although one time in the summertime when it was really hot, I adjusted the mirror for a student and the mirror broke off in my hand. So you want to adjust that rear mirror. Your driver's side mirror, there's a little keypad or switch. You need to turn that, adjust it. So I'm looking straight ahead. I'm gonna take off my glasses. I got the Meta Ray-Bans on. And then I'm gonna adjust the mirror and look to the left. And then I'm gonna click a button and adjust the right side. So when I'm driving, I'll be able to see everything. I can see behind me, I can see to the left, I can see to the right. And of course it's really bright, so it's nice to have these Meta Ray-Bans. They're clear, but in a moment, within 2 minutes, they'll start, you can see them getting a little darker right now, right? Okay, so I'm gonna put these on. All right, so now we put our foot on the brake. We have to look. If we're backing up, we look left and right. This car does not have a backup camera. So I'm gonna look left and right. Parking lots are very dangerous places. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in drive. You see me looking left and right. It pays to be careful. There are police through here, cars through here, so we gotta really be aware. When you go to see the end of the driveway, you have to yield for traffic. So we have to wait. I'm gonna turn on my left turn signal. Now go down, cut your wheels to the left or right. If we're going to the left, cut your wheels to the left. If you're going to the right, cut them to the right. Speed limit here is 25, but we're by a church, we're by a school. I will go about 15. This is a stop sign. It means have a complete full stop, minimum 3 seconds. 1001, 1002, 1003. Keep your turn short. That means you stay on the right side, if possible. I apologize in advance for the really bumpy road. We've had very, very cold weather. A water main broke. It flooded part of the city. Luckily, we weren't there. This is a partially controlled intersection. So I'm gonna come up and stop. And I'm gonna show you what you need to do. You look left, right, left. I'm being extra. Now, there's a huge pothole. You should be able to see that. I'm gonna drive to the left of the pothole. You can tell I'm tired. Now, some of you have not seen snow. You don't want to drive toward the right to where all the slush and snow is. You'll spin out. And if I hit the brakes, I'll slide. This is a speed bump. It's meant to slow you down. It is 3:48 Eastern Standard Time. This means rush hour is going to be starting very soon, and we want to be courteous. This driver's going to be nice and wait for me. I'm going to wave at them, and then I'm going to go out. And I appreciate that. So it pays just to be a nice person, and then I turn out. The average speed on the expressway is about 77 miles an hour. Some people are driving 5 to 7 over that. Some people are driving 5 to 7 under. for the next half an hour, it's going to be stop and go traffic, stop and go. Some cars will be going super fast. Some cars will be going at the speed limit. I'm going to try to be in the middle, get in the middle lane. Try not to block intersections. Hey, Meta. We're at 30 miles an hour. It's not really fast enough to merge out, but based on traffic, that's all we can do. How do you merge? You turn on your blinker, look over your shoulder, accelerate up, came out about 60. That was a pretty good merge. Take your time, go with the flow of the traffic, don't force it. Be smooth, be patient. I'm in the slow lane, so this means traffic will be merging on the freeway, entering in front of me or behind me. It does get a little nerve-wracking. So when you feel comfortable, you need to get over to the middle lane. The middle lane is the best lane. You'll see that white Ram 1500. They're in the fast lane, so they're moving. I just shifted to drive. And that's ice that we're going over. I'm lifting my foot so I can let this car merge up, but they didn't use the blinker, so it's really confusing and frustrating for a beginner driver. The truck to my left has 4 blind spots. Left side of the truck, the right side of the truck, in front and behind the truck. They're called the no zones. There will be a quiz on this. I'm barely turning the wheel. I've had a lot of adults and teens out here. They really grip the wheel because they're nervous, and I understand. The thing I would say to you is just relax your grip and take your time. My truck is getting over. You see that black Dodge Ram truck? They're not messing with them. So you got to give those trucks room. And I'm going to get over 1 lane to the left. 3 blinks. Now I can see. Bringing you value. Give this thing a thumbs up. I'm trying to get 10 thumbs up. Right? Tell me where you're from. I'm from the Midwest. It's currently 29 degrees out here. Cold. We're at about 40 now, but if I hit the gas real hard, this big block will put a lot of torque down and I'll be right on top of this silver Toyota, so I don't want to do that. I'm just trying to baby the car, barely hit the throttle because this vehicle will just take off. And we all are working together. I'm trying to keep space. The person in front of me is trying to keep space. All drivers are trying to keep space. And if you look at it, we have gaps. Gaps are spaces. Also, while you're listening, I'm almost done with my stand store. I've got to put some baking information in. I will be available for one-on-one driving consultations, test prep, road test prep. You know, if you're in your 20s or 30s or 40s, what's the next best step for you? If you're under 18, I can help you. You just tell me where you're from. And the consultation meeting is a half an hour. And I believe it's $9.99. That's an introductory price, and I'm going to put together a little study guide too that I'll include. So I wanted to be ready for that today, but I won't be ready. We're going to try to roll it out tomorrow, and then there's a calendar that you can sign up, and you can sign up for a meeting, one-on-one meeting with me, and it's $9.99 for a half an hour. We'll look at everything you need. I'll give you advice, test prep. You just tell me what you need. So I put together the stand store last night, but I have to go get my banking information, routing number, checking account number. And there are two things you can use, PayPal and Stripe. I have PayPal. That's been around longer, but I'm going to use Stripe. That's better for a small business like mine. And I think you'll definitely enjoy it. So I look forward to meeting all of you, hearing. So I'm at 70 now, which is good. And I do have some digital products, testing guides, beginner driving guides. I have about 5 digital products. I just want to make sure they are good. I'm kind of a perfectionist, but I put them together about 2 days ago, and then I just want to double check everything, and then I'll offer a discount for the first few people who sign up for a consultation. That's what I want to roll out first. So it will be linked on all my socials, but I have to take care of the direct deposit part first. So we're on a curve here. I'm in the fast lane. I'm about 75. You see centrifugal force pulling me out to the left. It's a little hard to hold the car. So you got to lift your foot. So I was going a little too fast. And if I hit ice, I'll hit the wall. And we don't want to hang around this truck. Sorry about the bumps. So we're going to keep going. Don't stay in the no zones. And if you follow or subscribe or like whatever, the analytics will tell me what you guys like and what you guys need. So, and if you want me to put a study guide together on road test prep, hey, I'm in my 20s, what's my next move to drive, and, you know, plan to get a car, you just tell me, and then I'll put it together. So I want to do all this for you. It's not for me. So I'm at about 75. We're moving pretty good, but it's really bouncy. I feel okay in this lane, but I'm looking ahead around the curve. I'm looking for brake lights. So you should be too. I'm trying to stay away from the left edge of the road. That's where that ice and snow is. This is a F-150 Platinum Series, I believe. It's got different trim levels. Anyway, the mirrors are pulled out and it's really hard to see around them. So we want to keep our distance. my segment 2 class tonight. That's for adults and teens who've been driving a while, so we'll talk about that too. I'm okay in this lane. I just want to keep moving. Traffic's kind of settled down. We're at about 75 miles an hour, so I'm not going to go any faster, but I can't go any slower. If I go any slower, I need to get over one lane to the right. You don't want to hold up traffic in this lane. And for beginners, I wouldn't recommend. You're in this lane, you're going to have a lot of anxiety and pressure to drive fast. And I don't want to put that pressure on you as a beginner adult driver or a beginner teen driver. You see how that truck got over? So I'm going to get over too. And I'm going to show you this. Mirror, turn signal, blind spot. I look over my shoulder. I get over, and then I cancel. You need to be able to look over your shoulder without jerking the wheel. Okay, I'm in the middle lane. If cars want to pass on the left, they can. I'm at about 70. Everything's good. I'm just trying to hold my speed and look ahead. 1001, 1002, 1003. We're about 4.5 seconds from this Platinum Series Ford F-150. Now I'm lifting my foot a little bit because I don't want to get any closer. This car does not have adaptive cruise control, so you have to use your foot and your eyes. And I'm looking left, I'm looking right, and I'm keeping my space. Still getting a little too close, so I gotta lift my foot. If you have questions, put those in. We have 3 or 4 people on. Give this thing a thumbs up. I'm asking you to give it a thumbs up. We need to push this out to people who want to learn how to drive, who need support. I'm that instructor. Okay, I'm on top of a bridge. It's okay, it's legal. I'm going to get over one lane to the right. I want to get over early because I'm going to be getting off 1 mile from this sign. So you want to get over early. I'm still moving about 70. Traffic has opened up a little bit, but I know I have to get over. We got the edge line to the right. That's the solid white line. We're in North America. We drive on the right. We have broken white lines. We can change directions. That's all you get is one blink. You're going to see a clover leaf in a moment. Okay, I want to turn my blinker on about now, about 1/4 mile, and I'm off the gas. This is a clover leaf, not the leaf, but it's a clover, just like a round circle, and now I got to get on my brakes. And I want to get down to about 30 before I get into this curve because centrifugal force will pull us out to the left, and I don't want to get into the snowbank. I also have to tell you something. My cousin was driving in her Ford F-150, and she rolled her truck over. She was going too fast on this. So she told me that. I'm like, cousin, please be careful. Okay, now we got to get on blinker. We got to look over our shoulder. And you see how smooth that was? So you don't want to jerk the wheel. Cars will pull out in front of you. I'm already here. I'm not going to slam my brakes. This is okay. Now I got to squeeze the brake. And for a lot of you, this would be a good teaching moment. And I want to go in about 15 miles an hour and go in real easy. Okay, guys, you remember I talked about the stand store? I have to go in to bank and get my banking information. So this is how much snow we've had. You see this big pile of snow? This is crazy. So let's kind of review where we are. As a beginning driver, I merged up pretty easy, about 50. I was in the right lane for 12 to 15 minutes, getting comfortable, feeling the speed of the car, taking my time. Then I got over to the middle lane. There was a semi truck, so we talked about the no zones there for left side, right side, front, and back. Because I'm an instructor, I always review things we need to go over so you can learn from this, right? That's my goal. That's my job. Please give this thing a thumbs up. So then we were in the middle lane for about another 7, 8, 12 minutes, maintaining good speed control, going with the traffic. Traffic was moving on an average about 77. That was about 75 miles an hour. I wasn't in the left lane until I needed to be because they were doing 79, 80, 85. We don't need to go there. That's not what this is about. This is about a beginner merging out, feeling safe, lane changing, good speed control. I showed you that sometimes you have to lift your foot off the gas. The car will lose 2 or 3 miles an hour. Sometimes you have to squeeze the brake because sometimes we were at about 30 miles an hour in a 70 or 75 mile per hour zone. It's very bright outside. I got these Meta Ray-Bans on. If I take them off, you get kind of blinded, but these Meta Ray-Bans are really nice. I definitely recommend them. They're pretty cool. And then, the sunglasses will give you some protection from the snow. I'm going to show you something. This snow will reflect light back into your face and blind you. It's really hard to see. Next, we were traveling. We made some good smooth lane changes. We kept our speed up. We did not put our foot on the brake. A lot of beginners put their foot on the brake. They jerk the wheel back and forth. The car's going back and forth, back and forth. You don't want to scare your parents because if you do, they're not going to want to drive with you. Your instructor or your mom or dad will be telling you what to do. Don't lose confidence because you don't know what to do yet. What do you do when you're in the fast lane you have to get over and your exit's coming up? You might have to speed up a little bit. You might have to slow down. You got to turn on your blinker. You got to look over your shoulder. I showed you that. Next, we have to get over to our designated lane early. It could be a mile, could be 2 miles, and that's okay. The longer you're driving, the more you become velocitized. Hey, Kevin, how are you? Kevin, I'm from the Midwest. We're just discussing driving as a beginner. I'm a state certified driving instructor. Kevin, where are you from? What part of the country? What part of the world? The car's about a half a tank of gas. It's been real cold the last few days. We've had a lot of snow, had a lot of ice. I've had to take adults out. New York, what's up? How you doing? Did you get a lot of snow in New York? Taking my road test tomorrow. Kevin, you got any questions? Ask. Kevin, I'll be going live tonight, probably about 6:30. Okay, probably about 6:30, and then we'll be talking about the road test, some of the things you need to know. I think it'll be very helpful for you to watch between 6:30 and 7:30, somewhere in there. And it's really important that you prepare for your road test. Do you have to be 18 to be legal to drive in New York? Where I'm from, you have to be 16 and a half. Also, I think just staying with the flow of the traffic. A lot of beginners tend to tailgate or ride way far back. Just a quick question: making a left-hand turn, you check over your shoulder. Okay, first, if you're making a left turn, you always, it's mirror, check your mirror, turn signal, blind spot. You've either had your permit for 6 months or 18. Yes. So always look over your shoulder. Mirror, turn signal, blind spot. Look over your shoulder. Check. If it's clear, then get into the lane. Yes, 18. Where I'm from, my clients, you got to be 16. Or if you're an adult over 18, you get your TIP, your temporary instruction permit from the state. I drove a 21-year-old last week. Oh, yeah, thank you. You're welcome. I appreciate you, Kev. Kev, do me a favor. Give this thing a thumbs up, man. Come on. Come on. We're trying to bring some value here. Also, Kev, for all of you, I am starting a stand store, so you'll be able to reach out for me for road test prep, questions. You just junior license 17. Do you have your permit for 6 months? Got you. Junior license. That's cool. So I'm learning a lot about New York. And then we'll talk about some of the characteristics of different states. Well, Kev, I have to go into the bank. I'm going to start my stand store. I need to get my routing number. Thank you. And the banking information. If you guys have questions, go ahead and put those in. I'm a state certified driving instructor. I teach adults. I teach teens. We did a highway drive, showed you how to merge on the expressway, keep your speed up, use your blinker. We started in the right lane, and some people did cut us off. The most common thing you'll see, people not using blinkers, people aggressively tailgating, and people just going over speed too fast for the conditions. The speed limit was 70, between 70 and 75. People are doing 80, 85. The average speed is about 77. And I can tell you, we were almost near that average or a little bit below. I would say it was about 50-50. Some cars were going 70, 74, 75, 77. Some cars were going 77, 79, 85, 86. So when you learn how to drive, you'll be in the smooth lane. No one's late home from work. We don't have to go pick up mom from downtown. But when you learn to drive, you're going to be borrowing a car. I have a good one. I'll get on your live later. Hey, thank you. I do appreciate you. You definitely will enjoy. And I'm trying to set up my stand store. Normally, if I can get it set up, I will be available for a one-on-one consultation 5:30 to 6. But I'm going to try to go into the bank right now, get my routing number and other information, and then I can put that in. And then my stand store will be officially up. It'll be linked in my description and all my socials. And once I get it live, you'll be able to click, set an appointment, half an hour. Online consultation is $9.99. And we will talk about driving, anxiety, road test prep, anything you need to prepare you for your next journey in driving. I want to say thank you guys. I know I have more people coming on, but I need to go inside, and I don't want to just keep you on waiting. But I'll be live between 6:30 and 7:30, and we'll be talking about the road test, things you need to do, and I think that'll be very helpful for all of you. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you go. I will talk to you later. Bye.